Trademark electronic search system. This was just dropped. A new filing, flavor of the movies for the word of mark application May 19th for a standard character mark by American Multi Cinema Inc. Corporation, Missouri, 1 AMC Way. What is going on, guys? Lottery Sucks here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Today we have some stuff to go over with AMC GameStop. Then we're going to touch on the charts, and then I'm going to prep you for an insane video that I'm uploading tonight. So without further ado, if you find value out of the video or enjoy watching, please hit the like button. It helps me out tremendously. Hit the subscribe button. Get us to 14,000 subscribers. Let's get into it. AMC Entertainment has just applied to trademark flavor of the movies and explores new revenue generating initiatives. On May 24th, 2023, AMC Entertainment made a move to trademark, in quotes, flavor of the movies. This trademark application covers various popcorn types, including popped popcorn, unpopped popcorn, and microwave popcorn. The next set of news are some notes and trading stipulations for those accessing the confidential discovery documents within the lawsuit. As states, I agree that I will not buy or sell any AMC Entertainment Holdings, Inc. securities until the final resolution of the action, which means after that the court has issued a final judgment and the time to appeal that final judgment has lapsed, or any appeal of the final judgment has been fully resolved. New decision from Zern: a stockholder with access to material non-public information will be hard-pressed to establish a trade that was not based on that information. Now pay attention to this. Restrictions on trading are an appropriate precaution imposed on access to AMC's confidential information. So do you guys remember where the article actually that was just dropped, we just talked about it in a video, where shareholders, AMC shareholders in the lawsuit get access to confidential information? Well, Judge Zern is basically saying, okay, if you do want to view the confidential information and really dig into it, you cannot buy or sell AMC in the meantime. This is the new deal that just dropped. It's not anything serious. Overall, these are the two pieces of DD that I wanted to bring forth for you in the video first, before we clear up a little bit of FUD. Now, before we do that, AMC short volume summary for May 23rd, not short interest. Today's short volume is 6.728 million, which is 68.64% of today's total reported volume. Now, over the last 30 days, the average short volume has been 56.68%. Also, keep in mind that this short volume is trading near all-time highs. Are they having trouble with the stock on top of the all-time high fails to deliver that they have and that they are dealing with? Time for some FUD to get cleared up. Antera Capital owning 15% of AMC. This is what people are freaking out about on Reddit. However, whoever wrote this piece is clearly trying to spread FUD, or they are just misinformed. Yes, Antera has a 15.4% stake, but it is in APE and not AMC. This latest filing with the SEC made yesterday, and you can see over here on Fintel that they own APE, not AMC. It should be further noted that this Antera position actually decreased the amount of APE they own from 164 million to 152 million, down 6.88%. This is confirmed by Fintel. So the question really becomes, where did those 12 million APE shares go and to whom? So no, Antera did not buy more AMC or APE. They actually decreased the position, and no, they don't own 15% in AMC. They own it in APE. And you can see right here in this filing, previous shares 164 million down to 152. Share decrease negative 6.88%. This is just a quick FUD clear up. Now touching on some Ortex numbers, 25.15% short interest, shares on loan 170 million, so that's rising. Utilization still maxed out. Cost to borrow average sitting at 69% for an average and 70% for a max. As for APE, 5.52% short interest, utilization at 55%. Cost to borrow not being reported over on Ortex. Now I've brought this up several times before, but I want you to look at how it is increasingly getting bullish for the options chain on AMC. We know it's bullish for GameStop, but if you take a look at AMC, more and more people are starting to bet calls on AMC, outweighing the put side of things, which is very not in the norm for AMC week in and week out. You can see from the expiration from June 2nd to June 9th that there are 44,000 calls and then 24,000 calls compared to 19,000 puts and 4,000 puts expiring out of the money. Also, the options chain expiring June 16th, which is a huge one, has been increasing as well, coming all the way up to 440,000 call contracts expiring out of the money. Although the puts are still outweighing that, we are starting to see an increase on bets for the call side of things. As for GameStop, 10,000 calls this week expiring in the money compared to 4,000 puts expiring in the money. GameStop is looking beautiful on top of 50,000 out of the money compared to 22 out of the money. Maybe they try and keep this low so the gamma ramp doesn't happen, because if you take a look at the weeks after that, a lot of people are still betting bullish on GameStop. 25,000 compared to basically 7,000 puts for the week after. And then the week of earnings, more are betting bullish as well, basically 12,000 call contracts compared to 2,000 put contracts. And the week after that expiration, the 16th, which is a big expiration, you have over 75,000 call contracts contracts compared to 20,000 put contracts. So the sentiment is turning bullish. Now, before we get into the charts, guys, if you guys are sleeping on the Discord, make sure to join the Discord. The link is under the video. I'm not going to make this promo too long, but I am in there on the daily. We have about 500 of the most amazing people now who talk stocks all day long, and it's good to surround yourself with people who are interested in the same thing, and that is essentially making money and talking stocks. So make sure to get in there, guys. We have options trading alerts, so we post losses, post gains, talk stocks, and more. Also, if you want up to 20 free stocks, this link is right under the video. Once you use my link, download Moomoo, sign up, and make a deposit. It can literally be a penny into your account. You're getting up to 20 free stocks for doing absolutely nothing. So make sure to go do that. It takes 2 minutes out of your day. Plus, if you're from Australia, you're getting a guaranteed 10 AMC stocks once you sign up and deposit, plus a potential 10 more on top of that. Back to the video. Okay, so you know where I stand with the charts, but I wanted to point out a couple indicators right now instead of actually tracking the little bars pattern that we have been talking about. The first thing I wanted to touch on is the on-balance volume for GameStop. Zooming out, the on-balance volume has just reached an all-time high on GameStop. It has never hit this height before. On-balance volume has reached all-time high, while the DRS shares have reached basically an all-time high. People are DRSing GameStop. In fact, people are loading the boat on GameStop, and they're not letting go their shares as much as they're doing with AMC. I just want you to note that the more people that do this and the more people that DRS their shares, the only way this could be very, like, a big problem for institutions or short sellers, I mean, in this sense, market makers, is if 100% of the free float got DRS'd. And if more than 100% of the float is actually bought up, that could essentially happen in the near future. Just pay attention to this, the on-balance volume. Shout out to GameStop holders. I do still hold GameStop shares. I do still hold my GameStop calls. As for AMC, we're trading at $4.91, down 2.5% on the day, and we are sitting on the weekly time frame in front of you. I wanted to point out something a little bit different with AMC, not the on-balance volume indicator, but actually the Bollinger Bands. We are in a tight contraction phase that we have not seen on the weekly time frame before the January run-up when the buy button was taken away. Now, this is a very good thing to see because we have been tracking this cycle back here before the January run-up, and it's been playing out to a T. And on top of that, the Bollinger Bands is a very, very good indicator, a strong indicator. And when it contracts like this, chances are you may have one big move to where this thing starts to expand, just like you saw back in January and just like you saw back in June. Even back here, they started to contract a bit, but still very expanded, and then we had that run up to about $16.65. Overall, guys, this is the other indicator that I want you to pay attention to. And as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, we have a very, very important video coming out tonight, so make sure to have post notifications on. We will touch on the SPY a little bit in tonight's video, but the SPY gapped down just like it did back here, and it is looking for a bounce. It is still trading in this uptrend parallel channel. It did not break below, so I will not say that this thing is going to sell off just yet. However, if the SPY does break under 404, I would be very, very skeptical in still holding my position in this. Of course, it is a long-term play, so if you're a long-term investor, don't worry about what I'm saying, but we didn't get that gap fill yet to 421.50, so that is an eye, and also this overall uptrend that it is testing is something to keep an eye on as well. Down 0.85% as there are debt ceiling talks. Speaking of that, that is what tonight's video is going to be on. This Twitter post says, what deal is Biden making? Yellen says there will be some obligations we will be unable to pay, which could lead to a technical default. We're going to talk about that in tonight's video. Yellen also says Biden has offered changes that will result in $1 trillion in deficit reduction, and Biden's commitment that US will not default is important. Overall, guys, this is what I got for you for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching or found value out of the video. You let me know what you think about AMC's new trademark, the new notes from Judge Zern, the Antera FUD that we covered, the Ortex numbers, the AMC and GameStop options chain, as well as the on-balance volume and the Bollinger Band indicator. For the rest of your day, make sure to have post notifications on for tonight's video. Hit the like button on your way out, share the video, drop a comment down below. Also, thank you guys so much for popping in the live. I am going to try and upload a members only video very, very soon for the members on the channel. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. It is hard to keep up with the members only channel, and that is kind of some exclusive content that I want on there. Overall, I love you. Peace.